there, my name's Claire and this is Stitch and Sew. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. Now today's video is all about my April sewing plans and everything that I'm planning to sew up for the sewing challenge, a hashtag Selfless Sew April 23. Now this is a sewing challenge that I am co-hosting with the lovely Cyrstal from my social thread and Adele from Sew for Serenity. And the idea is that you sew up something for somebody other than yourself. So that could be any one of your family members, it could be for a friend, it could be for your pet, it could be for a charity, anybody other than yourself basically. It doesn't have to be a garment, it can be an accessory or something for your pet, but it does need to be for somebody other than yourself. And the idea is that you sew that up in the month of April and you post your make on Instagram on the 30th of April using that hashtag Selfless Sew April 23. Now there is a whole vlogger tour of people talking about their ideas for Selfless Sew April 23, and there is at least one vlogger each day to keep you up with ideas for the whole of April. The lovely Cyrstal kicked off the vlogger tour on the 1st of April. Adele was yesterday for the 2nd. I'm today on the 3rd. And tomorrow we have got the lovely Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery and also Izzy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews. And then for the rest of the month, as I say, there's at least one vlogger every day bringing you lots of ideas. So thank you so much to all of those that are getting involved, and please do have a think about what you might like to sew up. Now this is a challenge that is open worldwide. There are a huge number of prizes. I think we have got around about 50 sponsors and over 60 prizes, so that you are definitely in chance of winning an amazing prize, and as I say, is open worldwide. So when you're popping your Instagram post up, please do obviously put down where in the world you're coming from, your post is from, so that we know in terms of allocating prizes. If you could also pop down who your make is for, obviously your general pattern details like you would do normally, and also what category that you'll be entering your make into. Now there are 5 different categories. We've got ladies wear, menswear, children's wear from 0 to 2, children's wear 2+, and also pets and accessories we've put together this year. Now there will be at least 3 prizes for each category, and then there will be a whole load of prizes that will just be picked at random, so absolutely everybody is in the chance of winning a prize. Now in terms of those ones that we will be picking, obviously we are not qualified in sewing as such. They will just be ones that have really stood out to us, and that could be for a whole number of reasons. It might not be because it's necessarily the sew that is by the most advanced sewer. It's just ones that really have caught our eye and we really loved. So as I say, a huge number of prizes up for grabs, so please do get involved, and thank you so much to the amazing small businesses that have got behind this challenge and offered a prize. It is just incredible and I can't thank you enough. So there are also as well as the prizes for the challenge, there are 2 companies that have also offered sort of a special offer through the month of April. Now the first one is Oreo Textiles, and they have offered a 10% discount if you purchase from their website, and I'm going to pop up that code on the screen. I believe it is Selfless Sew April 23. If I'm wrong, I will make sure I've popped that up on the screen. And as I say, you get 10% off on your order, and they're also going to be popping in a small additional gift for you. Now that could be a bit of fabric, it might be some buttons, it might be some scissors, it might be some thread, a different little gift for each person. So that's an amazing little extra, along with the wonderful 10% off. The other company that is offering a discount is the wonderful pattern printing company Fabuloso. Now they are offering their tracing paper. So if you are a tracer and you like to buy some large sheets of tracing paper, so AO sheets, which is just fantastic, they are offering those at 75p a sheet rather than the usual £1.50, so 50% off, which is an absolute bargain and well worth checking out. So please do head over to their website as well. So during the month of April, if you have got if you want to do any sneak peeks or little works in progress, if you can use the hashtag Selfless So April 23 WIP, which stands for obviously works in progress, so that you can show those makes, and that will just leave that the main hashtag Selfless So April 23 for the 30th of April, which will just make it easier when we're looking through the makes on the day. So I'm going to go through everything that I'm planning on, hopefully, fingers crossed, making through the month of April for other people. So the first item that I am planning to sew up is with this gorgeous cotton fabric, and this is actually going to be for a shirt for my husband, believe it or not. He chose this fabric himself some time ago, last year, and he decided that he wanted a shirt from it. Now my hope is, I've got 3 meters of this fabric, but with it being a cotton fabric, I think it's a little bit on the narrow side, so hopefully I've got enough. And he's wanting the like a long sleeve shirt, so I'm going to make up the Helen's Closet Cameron shirt for him. Now this isn't a pattern I've sewn before, so fingers crossed it all goes well and he likes it. I really hope he likes it, because actually I absolutely love this fabric, and I was kind of hoping that he was going to go off at him after he decided he liked it. I was hoping that he'd be like, I'm not quite so sure when it arrived, but no, he still likes it. So this one will be for him. Now the next item is with this Spidey Friends fabric. Now I previously made up a hoodie for my younger son in this fabric, and I've got quite a lot of it left, and I don't want it to go to waste. So whilst he's still in to this particular show on the TV, I thought I would try and whip up a few other things. Now I'm thinking of maybe some tracksuit bottoms or some pajamas or something in this fabric so that I can use it all up. I think I've still got some royal blue cuffing fabric, which will go really nicely with this. And yeah, so I'm either going to go with a t-shirt or some tracksuit bottoms or some pajamas or something, just so that I can try and use up as much of this fabric as I possibly can before, you know, he goes off it. Now the next fabric is for my older son, and it is of a similar vein to the other one, except for it's Among Us fabric. Now this is something that he's really into. Don't really understand it myself, but you know, he likes it. And I've got 1 meter of this. This is a French terry fabric, and he would like a hoodie out of it. Now I'm not sure whether, because he's a bit bigger, whether I can still get a hoodie out of 1 meter of fabric, but if I can't, I'm going to do some colour blocking, I think. So I will buy some fabric that kind of picks out one of these colours and do the sleeves or something in it, but hopefully I'll have enough in the main fabric just to do the whole thing. So I will I need to get this fabric washed up because I haven't actually washed this one, and then I will lay out the pattern and see what I've got, and if necessary order just a little bit more fabric just to be able to put this one to use. So yeah, really looking forward to getting this one sewn up and out of my stash. So the next fabric is for my husband. He is a massive gamer, and he has got lots and lots of video games. He's really into kind of retro gaming, etc. And when I saw this particular fabric on the lovely Crystals destash page a little while ago, just before Christmas time, I just thought this one was perfect for him. It's got all sorts of different types of controllers all over it, and the plan is to sew up a hoodie for him. Now, I have previously made him the Waves and Wild hot coffee hoodie, but he has said that he wants one that's got more of a traditional hood that has like a crossover bit on the hood, and he wants one that kind of comes into a point, and he also wants the drawstring bit round. So I've got a couple of other hoodie patterns that I'm looking at, but if anyone's got any suggestions for your very kind of classic hoodie, as I say, with the hood that kind of comes to and the hood bits meet at the middle, and then with the drawstring running through it, I'd be really grateful for your pattern suggestions. But that is the plan for this particular fabric. Again, it's a French terry fabric. I believe I've got 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters. It might be a little bit of a squidge to get Guy's hoodie out of this one, but fingers crossed it comes together. And again, I might have to possibly do some colour blocking if necessary. Now, another plan that I've got for April, for Selfless, so April 23, is to sew up some jogging bottoms for my older son. He just grows like a weed, and he tried on some tracksuit bottoms the other day. They didn't fit. He tried on another pair. They didn't fit. He tried on the third pair, and he just about got away with them, but they were teetering on, not fitting. So I said to him that I would sew him up some jogging bottoms. He's just asked for some plain black joggers. I need to order some fabric for that, but I'm probably going to use the True Bias mini Hudson pants. Now, that pattern I don't find is particularly roomy. Yeah, it's not. I think I've sewn up the biggest size for him, and I've had to add, the last time I did it, I added a bit of length to it. So it's fine because he tends to grow up rather than out. So I will just increase the leg length a little bit more, and it will still fit him around the waist. But yeah, it's because it's quite a slim fit, but also just generally I don't think it's particularly roomy in terms of sizes, particularly not for my kids who are tall, but it is a great pattern. Other than that, it's, you know, it's very nicely drafted. It's got great instructions, etc., and I love the sort of the details on the pockets, etc., as well, where you put, you know, a little bit of ribbing fabric on the front bit of the pocket bit, which I think is really nice detail. So yeah, that's another plan that I'm planning to do. Something else that I am looking to sew up is a pair of slippers. Now, the lovely Adam from Adam Sews has got a lovely slipper pattern that I previously made when I made these slippers for myself. Now, you're gonna have to excuse me, these slippers are well loved and well worn because I wear them all the time. I work from home most of the week, and so obviously they're on all the time then, and obviously when I'm at home in general. But yes, I'm planning on sewing up another pair of these, not necessarily in these particular fabrics as such, but I just thought I'd show you what I meant by them. And yeah, so planning on sewing up a pair of those for my sister. And another thing that I'm definitely planning on sewing up this month, and I've already sewn up one and I need to sew up another one, is a notebook cover. Now, the one that I've sewn up already is this version here. Don't know how well that's going to come up on camera. I've quilted it and made it in this gorgeous sort of tealy backed fabric that's got bees and roses all over it, and then it's all kind of, and then on the inside, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got this spotty fabric. Now I've planning on gifting these to 2 friends that have got birthdays in the month of April, and so this is for one friend, and this was my kind of initial go to test out the pattern, see whether I liked it, which I really do. It's come together really nicely, and so I'm going to make up another version of this. I think I have got enough fabric to sew up exactly the same version essentially. So yeah, another notebook cover. Now I followed a tutorial which has just come out. I think it might have even just come out today, the day that I'm recording this, which is from the lovely Debbie Shaw on her YouTube channel. Now she has got an absolute array of different patterns and tutorials on her channel, and I've made several items over the years from her amazing tutorials. She has got an extremely lovely way, I don't know, she's very relaxing in the way she talks. It just, you know, it just puts you at ease in the process. So I really, you know, I love watching her tutorials. And actually, if you are thinking of making anything kind of gifty or homeweary or bags or anything like that, I strongly would advise and suggest having a look at her channel, because there are just so many different ideas that she'll talk you through how to make and give you all sort of, you know, dimensions of what to cut out and things. Yeah, great. So yeah, a lovely notebook cover. So I've been planning to make up another one, probably identical to this one. So those are all the things that I am planning to sew for Selfless Sew April 23. Now I'm also hoping to sneak in a couple of other makes in the month of April. So these are not included in my sort of promotional makes for Selfless Sew April 23, but I'm just going to creep them into the end of this video. Now there is another challenge that is running through the month of April that has been run by the lovely Gabrielle from Cloth Edit and our wonderful Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and that is Sew April Blouse 23. I think I've got that title correct, that hashtag correct. If I haven't, I'm going to pop it along the screen here, so apologies if I've got that wrong. Now the idea with that is that you just sew up a blouse and post your make on Instagram through the month of April using that hashtag, tagging in Gabrielle and Ruan, and you know, I'm really keen to get behind obviously another challenge, and the lovely Gabrielle, as well as obviously running her own challenge, is also one of our amazing sponsors, and she has offered a $50 US prize as part of the her sort of prize donation for our challenge, which is just amazing. So I was really keen to also get behind her challenge as well. Now the item that I'm planning to make is the Fibre Mood Norma blouse. This is a pattern that has been definitely on my radar for a really long time, and I just, for one reason or another, I just haven't got around to making it, so this is just going to give me the push to do so. Now a while back I made the Anna Allen Anthea blouse, and I loved sewing it. It was probably one of the most favourite things I've ever sewn in terms of the actual process, but when it came to actually wearing it, I didn't like it so much. It's got a high neck on it, and I much prefer a scoop or a V-neck. I've got a bit of a larger chest, and for me, I just find if I've got a high neck on, I don't know, I think it was the combination of the high neck, and it's got very big poofy sleeves on that one, and I just found on myself I wasn't a fan. However, the Norma blouse has got similar aspects to it, apart from the fact that it's got a V-neck to it, which is a key for me. And also, whilst it has got sort of voluminous sleeves, they're nowhere near as big as the Anna Allen Anthea blouse. I can never say that right. And the Norma blouse sleeves are more kind of a 3/4 length, which I think I really like on myself. So yes, that's my plan for that. And the fabric that I'm hoping to use, and I'm a little bit nervous about doing it because I absolutely love this fabric, is this gorgeous fabric that I got at, well, I didn't actually buy it. The lovely Adele from Sew for Serenity bought this for my birthday when we were at the knitting and stitching show even in October last year. And it's this gorgeous viscose fabric. It's got a green base with these pink flowers on, and I think it's lovely. I really love it so much. Thank you, Adele, so much if you're watching. And so yeah, that's what I'm planning to make the blouse from. As I say, I'm a little bit nervous about it because I love the fabric so much. I am not planning to toile it and I hope that it won't be a mistake. And I have got one more thing that I am looking to sew up through the month of April, which again isn't for somebody else, it is Selfless. However, it is a pattern test, so I kind of feel like it's a little bit selfless because I am doing a favour essentially for a pattern company. But obviously I do end up with a lovely item for myself, hopefully. And but I probably won't be able to show that because I doubt that it will be ready to show to the public for a few months yet. So those are all the things that I am planning to sew up in the month of April. Most of them, as I say, are all surrounding and in relation to Selfless Sew April 23. I do hope you're all going to get involved with the challenge. If you're not able to, but if you do see it obviously being advertised on our Instagram channels and things, please do you know, share it and things, because obviously even if you can't take part, that would be a great way to kind of support the challenge if you're not able to actually take part for whatever reason. But hopefully you are able to take part. It doesn't matter whether it's a big item or a small item, as long as it is something for somebody else. Everybody can get involved. Do feel free if you're looking to post more than one make. Last year we had some people that had made 10 plus items. Now I'm not expecting everybody to do that, but what I'm trying to say is that you can enter more than once. That's absolutely fine. If you are planning to enter more than once, please do make sure they're on separate posts rather than within the same post, if you see what I mean. So please do let me know if you're going to be taking part, what you're planning on making. That would be absolutely fantastic. And I am so looking forward to seeing all your makes and all your works in progress start to pop up on the hashtag Selfless Sew April 23 WIP hashtag, and then obviously at the end of the month as well. Please do make sure you check out all the other vloggers that are taking part in the vlog tour, and thank you to them. Thank you to my lovely co-hosts Adele and Crystal, and I look forward to seeing all of your fantastic makes. So until next time, take care, happy sewing, bye bye.